Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to install a wig. Alright, so I wanted to come on here and I wanted to kind of revamp an old video that I did when I first started this channel, and that's really just how to install a wig. I wanted to show you step by step with a product that works really well to kind of actually, I'm going to use the word glue your wig down, but we're not actually going to be gluing anything with any type of actual adhesive glue. This is going to be more of a hair gel and a hair spray that we're going to be using. So before I install this wig, I just wanted to say a couple things. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell to get notifications on all the videos I do in the future. I always do wig videos every Wednesday, and I really try to do a lot of tips and tutorials for you guys. And if you find value in this video, make sure you give me a like. I'd really appreciate it. And now that we got that all out of the way, let's go ahead and install a wig. So the things you're gonna need to install your wig is obviously the wig you're going to be installing. You wanna make sure you've cut the lace on your wig. I can go ahead and link a video I have above on how to cut the lace off of a wig when you get it in, but this one is already cut and ready to go, so you wanna make sure your wig is cut. And then you're going to need a couple things. So you're gonna need Got2b Glued Spray, which I use all the time in a lot of my videos. This stuff is amazing, awesome for wigs, and it's not made for wigs, obviously, per se, but we're all about using things that are used for other things to do things to our wigs. That was a lot of things I threw in there, but this Got2b Glued Spray is a must-have, I feel like, if you're gonna be wearing wigs at all. And then the other thing we're gonna have is, this is actually the generic brand, but Got2b Glued makes a extreme hold spiking gel. So this is actually CVS's brand, which I bought because it's exactly the same formula. It's just a little cheaper, and I'm all about a bargain. So I bought it to try out, and I have not noticed a difference. So I usually buy this one, and a bottle lasts you forever. So I probably won't have to buy another one for a year. So these are definitely the two things you're gonna wanna have to install your wig. I also recommend putting either a wig cap or a wig grip on your head. I find when I'm actually gluing down a wig that it works better if I use a wig cap, because the only problem with a wig grip is it adds a little bit more height, which causes a little bit more of a gap between the lace and your forehead, which makes it a little bit harder to glue it down. So my recommendation is to use a wig cap, but if you wanna use a wig grip instead because you feel better about using a wig grip, that's totally fine. It'll still work. You might just have to give it a little bit more glue just to make sure that it stick down the way you want it to. But so for this purpose, I'm gonna be using a wig cap. The other thing you're gonna wanna have is something that you can put around your head once we get the wig on, anything that you can get really tight. So I'm gonna be using this because it has Velcro on it. You can use a scarf, you can use a bandana, you can use a headband that's stretchy. Anything you're gonna be able to put on, it's gonna feel tight and secure, because that's gonna help hold the wig in place while we let it set or while we let the glue dry. And then the last thing you're gonna wanna have, and this is just an added step if you really wanna make that part look more natural and make the wig look more natural on your head, is you're gonna want some concealer. So those are the things you're gonna need. Nothing crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a wig cap. I'm gonna put that on my head first because that's always the first step. All right, so once I put my wig cap on, especially if I'm going to be installing a wig, which means I'm gonna be wearing the wig all day and I'm not gonna be able to lift it or move it around, I always like to take this Got2b sprayed here, and I like to spray it right on this edge. So where you see, if you look at your wig cap, it has like a thicker band right here. I go right behind that and I spray all across, and that kind of helps kind of stick the wig cap to my hair. And it's totally safe. This is made for hair. It's just like a really strong hairspray. The only thing I will say is when you go to lift the cap off, I recommend taking a little bit warm water and just dabbing it on the cap first and then pulling it off, because you don't want to like pull it and it be so stuck to your hair that it kind of, you know, makes a scary ripping sound. Shouldn't pull your hair out, but still, that can be scary. I just let this dry a little bit just to make sure that that's gonna stay on my head. And you're gonna know you have enough because it's gonna look like kind of translucent. And then as it dries, the translucentness is gonna go away. You don't have to wait for this to dry before you put your wig on your head, but if you feel more comfortable waiting just to make sure it stays where it needs to stay, you can absolutely do that. I've done this a couple times. I feel confident enough to leave it on there while it's drying and put it on my head. I'm not worried about it moving anywhere. If you don't feel comfortable throwing your wig on right afterwards, just let it dry first. It's gonna be stuck where you put it, and then you can put your wig on. So the next thing we're gonna do, before we install this wig, we want to do something about these knots, because this is a darker rooted wig. You can kind of see the little knots here, and I haven't done anything to this wig except for cut the lace on her. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my concealer before I put her on my head, because once she's on my head, she's stuck there. And I'm taking this concealer, just a very small amount, and I'm just brushing this along that line where the part is. And you don't want huge blobs because it will kind of seep through. You just want to use a very small amount. All right, so now that we've done that, we are good to go to put her on. So the next thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take your Got2b Glued or Blade or whatever gel you're using, and you're gonna take a little bit of this. You do not need a lot. I usually start out with what I would say a pea size amount would be, and I'm gonna put dots. So I'm putting dots right where my hairline ends. So this is gonna be on your forehead just a tiny bit. It's okay, it's not a huge deal. You can come back further if you want. You could do this on top of the wig cap if you wanted to, instead of right directly onto your skin. Totally up to you, whatever your personal preference is. The other thing that's totally optional is I usually stop right here at the temples of my hair, because I like to have it glued down enough to where I don't think it's gonna go anywhere and it looks natural. But I don't usually pull my wigs up, so I don't feel like I need to go all the way down to where my ear is, but you can absolutely do that if you want to. If your wig has ear tabs, you can definitely bring this all the way down. I'm only gonna be bringing this to my temple area. So now that I have these dots, I'm literally just going to connect the dots together, and it's just gonna give you this really nice thin strip of gel, aka wig glue, because that's what we're using it as. And then you want to let this dry to a point of it being tacky. You don't want it to dry completely. You want it to just be tacky. Very similar to what you would do if you're using lash glue, how we kind of let lash glue get tacky to the touch, and that's what helps the eyelash stick. It's the same concept with your wig, just with different products. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over this one more time, and then we should be good. The second time I do it with a little bit less, because I feel like I already got a good base here. The only place that I like to concentrate and put a little bit more product is right here in the center of my head. I find that that's the place that kind of, I don't know, that's the place that your eye goes to first, and it's the place I feel like we all look at as wig wearers, like on other people's hair. You like look right there to see how natural it looks. So I always like to just make sure I have a really good amount there. It also tends to be the place that'll lift up the most especially if you're wearing a wig that's a little bit bigger on your head. So once you feel like you have a good amount of that on there, you're gonna let that last layer dry to a tacky texture, and then we're gonna put the wig on. All right, so I went ahead and I let this dry for a couple minutes, and it's got a nice little tacky texture to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the actual wig on now. So what you wanna do when you're doing this, and my recommendation after doing a lot of trial and error, is you're gonna wanna take your wig, you're gonna wanna flip it so that the two little hooks are sticking out like this. So you have like a little bit of like a bowl, if that makes sense, to the wig. The reason I do this is because I want to put this wig on, but I don't want it to automatically stick to the glue. So I'm gonna be putting it on back a little bit further so that I can pull it forward where I want it to go. So if you fold it over like this, so that the little hooks are sticking up and you have like this bowl, when you go to put her on your head, it's not gonna be as far up on your forehead. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this, and then I set this right here. I'm gonna put the little clip in the back. And then if you see now, it's like back a lot further than I would usually have it. And now I can kind of move her to that glue space. And then you're just gonna take your hand and you're going to press her down. So now that I've got her on, I'm gonna make sure I've got this pressed down really, really well, lined up with the glue. This is also a great time to kind of see if you missed a spot, or maybe you went back a little too far, or you didn't come up far enough. But this is pretty good. Again, like I said, I'm not gluing this side part right here, but you absolutely can. You would just put glue all the way down here and then stick it as well. It's not like crazy hard to do. You're just gonna bring that line down a little bit further. And I'm just taking my hands here and I'm just pressing it in there. So once I feel like I've got her where I want her to be, she's good, she's on there, I'm gonna go ahead and take whatever it is you're gonna be using. I'm using this Velcro situation, but you can use anything that you have at home. All right, so you just wanna make sure it's nice and tight, and it's gonna go right over that spot and down this way onto where you've glued it down. You're gonna leave this on for, honestly, the longer the better. I always recommend like 10 to 15 minutes. So what I usually do is I do my makeup, I install my wig, and then I do like my lipstick, or I put my eyelashes on, or I go have my tea or whatever, and then I come back, and by the time I'm done doing whatever it is I've done, it's dry. The last step is just to take this off and just make sure that everything is really kind of stuck where it needs to be stuck. And yeah, and then she's not really gonna go anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and let her dry for about 10-15 minutes, and then I will take this off and kind of show you. I'll pull on her a little bit and kind of show you how well she's stuck. All right, so it's been about 12 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off here. And I did go ahead just to really make sure it was nice and safe. About halfway through, I went through and took my blow dryer on a cold setting and just kind of went around it just to make sure I got it glued really tight. And as you can see, like, I'm not gonna like, obviously you take this and you rip it off your head. It's not wig adhesive glue, which I do have a video where I install a wig with wig adhesive glue, which is gonna be a lot stronger. It's meant more for multiple day wears, which we don't tend to do as much with synthetic wigs. That's something that you would do more with like a human hair wig. But with the synthetic wigs, this is really just made more for, you know, one day. And as you can tell, like, I can run my hands through here. I can, like, you know, I can pull and it's not like coming off. You can see that it's still attached to my scalp here, and I'm pulling up. You can this also helps if you want to like pull it back and stuff. You don't have to worry about it lifting up or flipping out. I can totally take this whole thing right here and I can pull it back, and it's all gonna stay stuck on my forehead like this. And then the last thing that I recommend doing, just again, to help make the part look a little bit more natural, to make it just blend more into your hairline and everything, is I'm gonna go ahead and take that same concealer I put on the inside of my cap, and I'm going to go ahead and, ooh, that's the zoomed in side of the mirror. That's not gonna work. But you just wanna use some type of flat brush. Eyebrow brushes work really well. You wanna get a little bit of this product on here. And I do have another video where I kind of go in depth on how to do this, which we can link for you guys so you can check that out too. But you just want a little bit of product on your brush here, and then we're just gonna literally paint a line on our part here. And then I'm just gonna take my hand and I'm going to blend it in. If you get a little extra or excess on the hair itself, you can always take like a makeup remover or a micellar clear water or whatever you want, a little makeup sponge with something on it, a Q-tip, or also like a makeup wipe would work too. But you just want to take this and you want to just blend this in, and that's also just going to help hide those knots a little bit more. It's going to make that part stand out a little bit brighter, so it just looks more flesh toned. So you would just want to use a shade that matches your skin tone, and then you just blend it in like that, and it makes like instantly a huge difference on the way the part looks. And you can bring it back as far as you want. You can, you know, only do a little bit if you want to, but it just makes a huge difference. And like I said, you can kind of take your wig, you can, you know, I can do a little flip test if you want. That's craziness, but it literally you're gonna have hair all up in your eyeballs, but your wig's gonna stay on. Oh god, it's in my eyelashes. Okay, there we go. All right, we're good. But like, it didn't go anywhere. It's not gonna go anywhere. If you do notice, once you've done all of this and there is a spot that's kind of lifting up, you can just take a little Q-tip and just kind of insert it a little bit more of that glue right in there and just press down and let it sit for another 10 minutes, and it should be fine. That happens sometimes with me where like I'll see a little spot where I just didn't get enough glue, or I didn't put it right in the right enough spot, and the glaze is up a little bit too far, and I just take a little Q-tip or a makeup brush with a little bit of that gel on it and just kind of get that little area, press down really well, and just leave it for like 10 minutes and it'll be totally fine. Or you can take your little wrap and put it back on, whatever you wanna do. So that's pretty much it. It's not crazy hard. You don't need a whole lot of stuff to do it. It just takes a little bit of time. It's gonna take an extra 5-10 minutes to put it on your head, and then just make sure you plan it out so that you can do something while you're waiting for it to dry. But other than that, it puts your wig on, keeps it on, so it's not gonna budge or move during the day, which sometimes we just need that. I do a lot of just throw and goes, but every once in a while I like to do this, especially if I'm gonna be, you know, out being more active and I don't want my wig flying off while I'm doing whatever I'm doing. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you found value in this video, I'd really appreciate a like. It just helps YouTube know that people are watching, and it pushes my video out for more people to see it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next Wednesday for the next wig video.